game. Who are we keeping an eye of? Who has to overperform here?
Pango.
Yeah.
Pango needs to rotate.
Considered one of the best spells against Beastmaster in general. So you did pick your poison here. So am I surprised they gave Sven? Not really. If they lose to it again, if Skitter gets his 10th win in a row or whatever it is with this Sven, maybe you're going to do it for game 2.
Up to save, in a bit of trouble. Blood grenade, is that going to finish him off? The right clicks from Snake King will suffice, and now it's a 2v1. As Miero has to back off a bit. I mean, I do funny that we've gotten to a point where we're seeing these first pick supports, right? The Techies and the Shadow Demon. Speaking of Shadow Demon, blast off coming for Snake King.
Nice Stormhammer.
And the slows from the floor into the axes are finally enough. GPK forcing crit back up. That's bottom lane, Amar. Because of these rotations, it's just dead. 1v2.
Late game. It feels like most of the time they've kind of just been owning it up around that mid-game part. So what if that doesn't happen?
The first Doom of the game. Tries to TP. Not that that would have helped here, but damage is way too much. And actually, that's right. I think it's 20.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Be a while. Snake King is going to get gone on right now. Oh, 15 talent. All right. Arrows there. Should be an easy cleanup as disruption will delay a bit.
Under attack.
So eventually, they want him to kill the Nightfall. He does find it eventually. Skeeter, I should say. Actually, should be in some trouble though. Unbeknownst to him, he's going to get backstabbed by BetBoom. Nightfall.
He is quite tanky. He's got 30 armor
at the start,
but no bash.
Looking to get the Doom off. Does he actually want to commit it? I doubt it at this point. He's just going to get this.
Maybe the Lycan would have looked better if he bought another item.
Yeah, if you go for like the AC bash, and then just right click, perhaps it's Chris. Oh, you're for the lasso. Skeeter is wow. Okay. That Techies evaporates. And we'll be able to get the tier 1 as well, but Swash being quite annoying for Mallory. And of course, GPK with the defusal. That's opting to go blink next. TP's coming, so looks like they want to fight BetBoom. Gets the inhibit onto Skeeter. Crit going in, but he actually gets stuck on the tree line. Rolling Thunder, but Disruption's going to save him for the time being, but he is completely surrounded. Skeeter is mega dead. Nice rotations from BetBoom, kind of catching Falcons off guard.
Coming up for DPK after this nice triple wave.
Are looking for the Doom. Obviously no blink, but there's the onslaught from Mallory into the Pulverize and the Doom to follow. Save is there. Trying to hold them back a bit, but GPK is definitely dead, and Save spotted in the trees. That's going to be 2 kills for Falcons now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This kill on the Pango bottom there is really big though.
Radiant's middle tower has
very much on BetBoom.
This is a game that we're going to see the lasso onto Toronto. Gets off the leap, the mech as well, but now he's out of mobility. It's a matter of time. Crit gets credit for it. All 5 heroes having something that you'd like to block.
Yeah.
So BetBoom get into the pit. See if Falcons are aware of this at all. This is what, of course, Beastmaster provides you the opportunity to get an early rush.
Overlord Creep the Dragon is quite tanky.
Life Collector, Syndra. Effect on your game, please.
Life Collector on the Doom.
That's right.
now pick through Roshan's bones.
And the Aegis will be reserved for G.
Wait, don't know if either team will be looking for that one either. Crit actually here, cutting the wave top very aggressively. Looks like he might be punished for it. If Nightfall Chronos, he will be dead.
Yep, and the Chrono will come. And the arrow to help Nightfall secure his kill. Really get that much out of it. As Crit will be walking over the mines. Save is going to spot him for real this time. Looks like Shadow's there as well. He will likely pulverize mid blast off. Goodbye, Techies.
Sven in group stage 2, right? I feel like they've won all of them.
All I know is he's lost one the entire tournament. Save initiated on actually a lot tankier than it may seem like. The taser making it a little bit more difficult than the blast off.
Yeah. And with a second Roche.
Yeah.
This is going to roar though. Right?
At some point. There it is.
Okay, Pathol.
That's a happy belch from Roshan. But we can see Falcons are on the way.
I think they want to take the fight after Roche dies, actually. I don't think they're going to just back off from this smoke and do nothing.
Now that's the Aegis, and that's the cheese. Falcons. Let's see if they stick around. It looks like that is the case. They've done a ward by the Lotus Fountain. Malrine. They're not going to be greeted by anyone.
BetBoom's not letting them have it.
Yeah, they just, you know, that's how they get on these things. Oh, we have a roar into the arrow. Skeeter is all alone for now. The Rolling Thunder applied. has the chrono available. Do they need it? They try to kite him out a bit. Stun's still there. Red actually keeping it there. Chrono, beautiful timing. Down goes Crit. Nice disruption for Snaking. Gonna delay this a bit. There's just so many heroes, but here comes the Mark. He wants to fight. He gets off the Doom in the middle of the time walk. Looks like Void's just gonna be able to walk it off. Now a buyback on the Skeeter. Has his God Strength available. Oh, gets beat. Void is just getting destroyed as he gets backstabbed by Skeeter, so the buyback is successful. Falcons and BetBoom absolutely sick of this garbage conversation we've been having and finally take a bite as Amar all chat ensues, and now the chase is on Miero. He takes out his courier with a casual right click, and here comes Skeeter. So the war comes out, but it's not going to matter. Miero dies.
And it's Roche number 3 time.
Yeah, okay. This is going to be the Aghanim Scepter. This actually provides some net worth for BetBoom.
Who do you give that?
Well, GPK has his. Miero's doesn't feel very good.
Just
it's not his Nightfall. They actually don't have the greatest of ags. Here's Malrine. Got to spot Toronto Tokyo in the trees, but the rest of BetBoom still taking Roche. The last one used as well as the Pulverize just to get one. Toronto Tokyo Company. Looks like everyone else is going to get out. Indeed.
It's Master for sure. You want to get the element of surprise.
And Nightfall looks like they want to fight. They actually want to do something with this Aegis. Feels nice and confident with that big fat juicy ogre golem. He's now uppercutting the tower. Didn't know you could do that to buildings. Oh, Crit, he gets the lasso. Repositioning, kind of a big deal here. Can they burn through the Aegis? Lincoln's is popped. That's going to be death blows. He gets off the time walk, but then the hammer comes in from Skeeter. Pops the God Strength as well. Roach, Aegis down. Will they surround him? Now Miero gets off the Doom onto Amar, and Nightfall pops the BKB and now runs away. Malrine gets stunned mid-animation, but the Doom applied to the Void. Amar still looking for that high five as Nightfall looks to be dead as the rest of his team will abandon him.
Lincoln, so whatever, this can go very wrong, but they're very coordinated and very prepared to take this kind of fight.
Crit spotted, bashed by the Swashi. Then he pops his BKB, gets roared. Mid-animation, Skeeter trying to help his teammate out. That's going to be the first deck. He gets saved by the destruction for the time being. He's actually alive somehow. And Sage is getting beat down by Skeeter. As Malrine with the rock throw, Amar jumps in as well. Focusing on Miero for now. He gets decimated. And now Toronto Tokyo in his own base is just going to get run down. This is all without the Faceless Void available.
Structures are fortified.
We're gonna close this game open. 19K net worth lead for Falcons. I have no idea how Crit lives there. That's insane.
I mean, it's just so clutch. The disruption, he comes out of it, he pops BKB and Yules to buy time, and he eventually survives the whole thing. Also kind of questioned BetBoom even looking for them to begin with.
No, that's bad.
They didn't have their Void, and they were the ones to aggress, right? The Pango opened up on the bat. So they started out at 4v5, and they end up paying the price for that. That's going to cost them a lot. Chat against Amar yesterday. That's really what they're trying to get it back for.
Does he really need a reason as Roar comes out, but the disruption to follow, and here comes Superman Skeeter. You can see the Demonic Purge breaking the Beastmaster right now. But he's able to TP out, surprisingly enough. The Doom again, this time reserved for the Void. Nightfall dead for 90. GG. That is the GG for game number 1. So Falcons take the first one of this best-of-5 grand finals. And it felt very methodical the whole game. And then once BetBoom were ready to fight, they just get crushed. I mean, that high...
Frontliners quick enough outside of Doom.
Doom kind of does it. I was thinking the Necro's a dog shit hero, but Doom is percentage damage.
And GPK still running the show mid.
6-minute power rune is coming up as well, so...
Nice creep, Amar.
A bottom lane, though, that's first blood for Skeeter. It's always been as the Blast Off actually hits, but save will likely fall. Pops the Fairy Fire, Sticky Bomb onto Skeeter is there, but is not enough for the kill, but he is really...
His sec gets invaded. You'll have to call down to help with zone control.
Gets bursted. GPK, nice combo. Rolling Thunder not actually going to come through from Malrine, just faking it out.
Nice and easy.
That's bottom lane. X.
Big damage.
Skeeter back to the other side. Arrow getting gone on, but GPK makes an appearance. Rocket Barrage just ripping through him, though. Has to use his call down to try to get away, but GPK will likely have enough damage, and indeed he does. Ends up being the 1-for-1.
Big plans to connect as well as snaking, and they will definitely kill the arrow
Still
here.
coming for him. And that is an easy cleanup. Skeeter gets credit.
Quadruple ancient, right? Mar in trouble.
Yeah, TP from GPK. Burst.
Nicely.
Mar in, yeah.
Especially, they didn't even need to commit cores for it. Well, okay, Jordan on the other way.
This is...
Does anybody want to find their own stacks? Hello?
What in the world? Amar, he's gonna be wise to this, but they've already stolen basically everything. There's the Doom on the GPK.
Oh, it's gonna
Now he's coming with a huge swashbuckle. Gets the shield crash as well. The Rolling Thunder is coming as GPK will be hounded and eventually taken out. And they'll get Toronto, Tokyo to boot.
Shit a lot, you know.
That's true. That is accurate. Nothing's actually happening other than
Well, here comes welcome to hell.
the boat does cancel the freezing field, but that is a lot of magic damage from Skeeter and company.
Specific. So seeing more information in the game, and also especially what the enemy team is running. Gyro can work around most stuff. There's the Doom onto Timber.
Absolutely, GPK is dead. Malrine not gonna go for another kill because they find save in the jungle. The freezing kills have been really good this game. This is the third one already. As the call down actually will not hit, but save still cleaned up by Malrine. And now the lead has grown to 5K as Nightfall looks like he might want to fight despite being down 2 map counts. 1 to 5. Is he gonna pop his ult to farm this one ancient stack? Amar will continue with the Shivas as Toronto Tokyo is the one that will tank most of the damage.
Shiva's popped, you get all the vision. If the enemy team turns on you, your teammates get to have a free fight with the Pango Gyro.
He's gonna get ganked here this time.
He's alone.
He is completely all the mines placed on him. Say, look how tanky he is though. Eventually they do find the kill.
Falcons last game where they were in a much better position than this.
It's coming, and the blast off is there. Echosoft to follow. Crit eventually taken out by the Chakram.
Snaking. This is a very unexpected move for him. He has no idea.
Oh boy, the Scorcher. He feels it. He gets doomed. Freezing field to follow. Oh boy.
They can just leave him to
absolutely.
yourself with double edge, because a lot of the time in fights you would, finish off the enemy hero and then
GPK,
survive.
they find crit in their jungle. He is eventually going to get taken out.
Malrine with a response.
Yes, Rolling Thunder activated. Mark coming in with the Shivas. Does not have Doom yet as the boat is coming for him. And Malrine getting some nice connections. The swatch is enough to finish off save. Storm is there. Nightfall focusing all his efforts onto Amar. They should have the damage to rip through him. Indeed they do. Now Skeeter. And no Timber Chain, but they have the X. He doesn't have BKB this time. We'll have to try to fight his way out of this 1v4. It is not to be.
They can choose to just Doom Sven over Timber.
He's under attack.
And use the BKB duration to ignore Timber and then complete house after. Falcons. Now go for Roche, no God Strength. BetBoom on the opposite side of the map. Will not make it here in time.
BetBoom. Did they get every Roche last game or was
Yeah.
did they get every single one?
I believe so, yeah.
Falcons, like we talked about, usually are the ones to take Roche. The Aegis advantage throughout the majority of these games that they've played in.
I think he's pinging it.
They're gonna try.
They won't go now.
Let's see if Crit and Snaking can survive this encounter. Crit
This is
back away. Meanwhile, Malrine gets caught off guard and brought down. Snaking, you gotta run. And Skeeter finishes himself.
that was noteworthy.
Snaking, nope, he pops the smoke. 4 stacks to safety. Amar looking for an opening. Blinks into the frame, but he gets stunned instantly by Nightfall. Pops the BKB. Trying to go to work on someone. Skeeter's taking some good damage. Pops the BKB of his own. Now tries to run away. Thinking about going back in.
Oh, is that stolen X?
BetBoom on the high ground.
I really thought they were going to go for the Blink Doom there, but probably feel like
Some idea that the enemies are there. We might have a collision now. Miero looking for the opening. Will get glimmered. Oh, sticky bomb on the mountain. He's going to roll up though. Amar gets off the Shivas. Looks like he's trying to run away. Malrine buys some space. Does the X, is that going to last long enough? Looks like Amar gets away with the BKB TP. Very scary to fight it. Yep. Actually moving around, they find Amar on the other side of the tree line. He's actually completely isolated from his team, trying to go for the backstab. Links to the down the Shivas for vision, but nobody's in the pit. Instead, he's going to get going on out. Blast off connects. Stormhammer as well as the ET ult comes out. Decimates him, but he actually buys back instantly as Malrine. The nice rolling thunder. Not being used to much GPK does die. Now the chase is on, and they're going to be able to surround Nightfall. He goes down as the stolen boat overhead. Toronto, Tokyo, and company have to try to get out. Only 2 of them alive, just 2 supports for BetBoom. He's just going to get chased down by Amar, relentless on this Doom. 1 Centaur Stomp, more Infernal Blades, lots of high fives, and Toronto, Tokyo eventually dies. It's been a while since you mentioned
He used it to great effectiveness in the last fight, the Seal Totem, but when nothing is happening, you just got to go fast. You know, he's probably going to swap it in here in the anticipation of a fight.
Yeah, Amar leading the way. Stormhammer onto Snake and gets deleted. Amar has blocked BKB in retreat. Call down. That's kind of a zoning mechanism for the side of Falcons. Toronto, Tokyo taking so much damage as Skeeter is just leading the way. They don't want to go on him, but look at the holding missile. The Sharda actually comes in handy. Amar gets off the Doom onto GPK, but he's all alone. This is a 4v1 scenario, and Falcons, will they actually connect? It doesn't look like it.
He'll live because of the Doom.
And everybody's going to TP out for BetBoom.
Chills.
Oh, yeah, he did pop it. Alright, one's a casual right click, tower is dead. Mine's being placed, so Falcons, if they try to dive, they could get punished, but Malrine, okay, Save actually doing the Panita Chase, it gets crashed up by Malrine, very unlucky for him. And now GPK all alone. No one wants to join him. He gets doomed and destroyed. And Skater's still applying a lot of pressure to these barracks. Well, the Tidal Wave brings him back in, pops the BKB to avoid the Stormhammer. Now the call down is there. They have the Bastions as well as the Nightfall donate half HP. Applying some pressure. Looks like that will be the death of Amar at the very least. And now Skeeter and company on the run. Nightfall want to find a connection. Will do so on Skeeter. The Sultanate is not going to help him here. Even the freezing field being expended, but it's not enough. So Falcons completely punished as BetBoom will get another kill onto crit. A nice X from Miero. And Tidal Wave brings him to his knees. That required 2 buybacks. Infernal Blade extra stun was very strong.
Yeah, it was crazy good. I think this one is, it's okay sometimes. I think it's very specific.
It sounds underwhelming, and it's hard to notice, obviously, in these big team fights, but
It's very big for BetBoom to get this for free.
absolutely.
How come Falcons aren't contesting this, actually? They have the buyback advantage. It's on the Radiant side, and...
So angry.
Okay.
Onto the high ground, pushing again.
That's Aegis.
Well, the contract is down, so BetBoom.
They're trying to pull one on them. They might actually just get this lane.
Yeah, I think they will. Fortification is popped, though. Tidal Wave brings Skeeter a little bit farther back as Malrine finds the connection onto GPK. This is the Aegis target, though. As you can see, the Ag still doing some work as Amar pops the BKB, gets the Doom off.
What's on the Conca,
He's just going to run away, though. Looks like he's A-okay. And now Amar might get punished as the Stormhammer will come for him. And they're actually going to try to fight this out, it looks like, as Malrine gets off the second ult now. That's the Aegis down. Nightfall waited long enough that his God Strength is up. He's going to get telekinesis, though. And he's going to go for the killing blow onto the roof, and he gets it. Double kill for Nightfall. But Skeeter is just doing so much damage. Holy shit. That is a dead spend for 90 seconds. It's now Skeeter should be able to finish this next, although that is backdoor protection. Ultra kill for Malrine. He's the one actually netting himself the kills. As GPK is going to get stunned up. The shield crashes down. Swatch is actually going to miss because of the Yules. There's another bash to come out. That's going to be the center racks now in favor of Falcons. Malrine wants this rampage. Is he going to get it? Echo's Pop is going to be missed. He's going to use roll for Malrine to get the bash up again. Swatch again is not the rampage. It should have been a double, though. He got it. Oh my god, the greed!
It's so greedy.
Greedy boy!
Come back in.
They don't have buybacks on BetBoom. I don't know if they know this. might be the one. Smoke breaks. Crit is spotted. Next up. And eventually dead. They even used the Torrent Storm just in case there's anybody else nearby.
Completely irrelevant. It's because people love to meme on Valve with the -1 armor. It's one of the classic memes, but that is infinitely more impactful than getting 1 damage on techies. The 1 armor changes are actually very massive, but people love to joke about it. But it pushes win rates by 1 to 2% a lot of the time for a hero to lose 1 armor.
Well, we got Roche. Big time for Falcons.
So here we go. How on earth are BetBoom going to handle this fight? Like, confusing situation, but
Arrow.
doesn't really matter.
Arrow's going to be spotted. Lamar. Malrine going in with Rolling Thunder. Finds the connection. And more importantly, the banner is placed high ground. Trying to defend here. The Lotus applied, but the Doom is already used on Miero. Infernal Blade to follow. He's dead. Does have buyback, though. Malrine, that's ult number 1, trying to get rid of some of these mines.
This is an offensive banner, Shannon. It's Radiant.
That's a Radiant banner?
It's a Radiant banner.
And you don't have a single barracks to your name.
All right, here we go again. Malrine with another ult.
Malrine finds Nightfall, roll up into the perma-stun. Skeeter doing a decent amount of damage. Hoping this was coming right here. Spot the BKB, trying to fly on it, taking onto the gyro. Telekinesis stop. The Aegis goes down. The burst was enough. That's life number 1 is Malrine trying to create some space again. In that roll-up, second Rolling Thunder as well.
He does have refresh on Sven. That was a key timing to get this just before this attack. If they would have hit the base 1 minute earlier, Nightfall would have not had this item. He just
inventory.
He'll use it when he gets Rex in 50 minutes.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Maybe not.
Yeah, crit. Telekinesis, offensive usage. Is Mallory coming with the Rolling Thunder? Toronto Tokyo stunned as well. Save, gets off the blast off. Does end up falling, though. The gem drops to the deck as well. Toronto Tokyo not going to get bashed. Mallory hits a wall, but blinks. Still finds Toronto Tokyo. Swatch is actually not going to hit him. Shield crash is there. As the rest of BetBoom now on the run, but on the footsteps of their base is Mallory. The second Rolling Thunder. They take out both supports. They buy back instantly. Nightfall with the God Strength. Trying to get something out of it. They're just kiting it right now. As the Doom comes out onto Nightfall. Has to run away in shame. Gets 4 staff for the time being as Mallory continuing to just be a nuisance. So they forced the 2 buybacks out from the supports of BetBoom.
He can very clearly try to target them now, and well, BetBoom aren't going to wait around.
Indeed, Malrine is their target. He gets a roll-up, and Eondis actually procs as well. Crit. He will likely be the one to fall to Malrine. Oh, back up as Lamar against the Doom. On to Nightfall. He's dead. Buyback still available, and actually did not use his ult at all. And Toronto Tokyo's going to be next to Liz. Triple kill for Amar. They're getting everything that they want, and that's 2 diebacks on both supports of BetBoom. Thank you very much. All right. 5 versus 3. Miero's Courier gets kills from no double Torrent Storm. That's a pretty big deal as Skeeter now applying all his pressure to this tier 4 tower. Stormhammer is in. Godstrength activated for Nightfall. He's getting kited again as Malrine with another ult that feels like he always has this thing up. As GPK tries to use the Yule to get out of dodge, but the Ancient is just fully exposed as Skeeter is just going to continue to right-click and stand his ground. They take out GPK. He buys back in the game as the title lane, trying to bring Amar back into the fountain. But the Ancient is what is really the issue here. Skeeter will pop the BKB. Before the Ancient actually comes out for BetBoom, do they have the damage from Skeeter and company? Malrine will continue to get the stuns onto GPK. And this Ancient looks like it's finally going to go down in favor of Falcons as they take game 2. 11 seconds before those tier 5 items.
Yeah, you're welcome for the blessing. We do indeed end it before the 6.
Like that, he wants to be like up in front, healing. But if Lina just stays far away, like
This is a lane that, generally speaking, is, I would say, at least somewhat Lina favored. But as far as Lina matchups go, it's one of the harder ones because she bodies a ton of them in mid. Oh, misclick from
Malrine.
Oh,
The tower hits is there. Right click is going to hit GPK. Getting blocked by the trees, trying to get him under the tower. But GPK is the one that dies.
Sling is always this equilibrium hero where if you miss a beat at one point, you can just get burst by spending 2 hits. So gotta be
Nice torrent.
Gotta be careful.
3 stacks of Shadow Poison. Tidebringer to follow. 4 stacks now. That is a kill for save. Nicely done from BetBoom. That's the mid lane. Oh, okay. GPK getting some revenge.
Sven. So perhaps that's going to help them a little bit. Save. Taking a beating, but he will be fine.
GPK now has the Arcana, and his Crit wants to play with that Firefly, but he's getting destroyed. Damage set up onto GPK, though, as Mallory trying to finish the job.
Can't reach the Laguna. A lot of times it just can't seem to break. It's making in a bit of a pickle here.
Yeah. Gets the Frostbite off, but the X will ensure the eventual death.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Come to Radiant's
This is not old GPK anymore that would have maybe broken under that pressure from the death.
That's fair.
He has really recovered nicely. Wait.
Nightfall dies to Malrine. Oh, boy.
Oh, he got burst from the fog here, trying to push the tower.
Tier 1 mid, so BetBoom.
fortified. Dire's middle tower.
Oh, now he's not hitting it anymore.
Malrine, yeah, the book. He's becoming illiterate all of a sudden. Arrow is going to hit, but the TP supports have come. Arena placed by Amar onto 2. Looks like Crit's going to be taken out first, though, as the God Strength of Skeeter, he comes to play. That's 2 supports dead, 1 on each side. Tier 1 tower now falls in favor of BetBoom. Looks like Falcons are on the retreat. That's a lot of stacks on the Malrine. Arrow actually does hit onto the Sven. The leap from Toronto Tokyo. Nice LSA from Malrine. Gets the Laguna Blade. They punish Toronto Tokyo, but Skeeter eventually falls to Nightfall.
Never get to BKB this game. I think maybe that's a little bit of a stretch. TP from Malrine, if they see this.
He has his axe.
see him.
Toronto Tokyo gets the
They see
vision. No, not
They
quite,
don't
actually.
see him.
Good attempt, Cinderin.
They see him. They don't see him.
Now they see him. Malrine LSA going for the blow, but a nice disruption onto Nightfall as Malrine using the ability to walk over cliffs. Very nice that the Cricket's taken out first inside this arena. Stun onto Malrine, but now he's stuck on the low ground. Doesn't have his slave cloak anymore. His Skeeter, he's going to get stunned in the midst of this God Strength, trying to play everything to this Leshrac, but the Split Earth is there. The spear away, trying to buy some distance.
Key.
Yeah, we had this conversation before. It's 3 cores here for Falcons. Nightfall. LSA is going to hit
no, he didn't get it off.
as well. And yeah, he's dead. I thought the Lincolns might be enough, but they get the perma-stun as Skeeter going to be found by Save. Toronto Tokyo in the vicinity as well. So trying to catch up. Disruption will slow things down, but Amar, he wants to fight GPK. Arena is coming for him, but a nice stun to start things out. Toronto Tokyo can't quite get inside. GPK doing so much damage, but Skeeter blows up Miero. Now GPK kind of stuck inside.
Morph is quite good at taking it, and Lesh can do some decent damage too. And in terms of area protection, you've got the Kumka, who's very good there.
Good deny from Snaking. It'll cost him his life. But GPK getting that.
Very creative with his item builds, but just as much as he buys crazy stuff, sometimes he doesn't buy it.
Opener onto the Shadow Demon. And Skeeter and company should be able to get the tier 1 now.
Let's see if he commits for that Scotty. That would be very interesting.
Oh, Arena.
Finds the opening.
GPK. Oh, the spear actually didn't hit the line. That was really strange. The company actually looked like he wanted to defend this tier 1 tower. Now Arena LSA onto 2. Flamebrick to follow up with the Lunar Blade. GPK is dead. Great find from Falcons. They get the tier 1. Toronto Tokyo will receive a lot of damage from our Skeeter. How many times have we said that this tournament?
Probably 8. Save.
Definitely more than that. And it's the last on the other side into the freezing field. Skeeter wanted a piece of it.
Superman online on Skeeter.
It's going to be as big of an issue. Skeeter, continue to push with that Mask of Madness. Aegis online for him. Lasso finds themselves a Marana. Toronto Tokyo will good for certain stretches.
Yeah.
Just not able to complete the game. Skeeter's going to run into Toronto Tokyo. Oh, he forces on the limit. It's a double Stormhammer. Ends up happening here as Skeeter already at half HP though. That's going to be Aegis. Wants to hold on to that BKB.
Why did he not BKB that?
He's going to try to BKB now. Arrow's going to not hit. He's going to try to turn this around onto the Leshrac. The Laguna Blade is there. Pops the BKB and the Bloodstone that's keeping him alive. The arena is making it very awkward for the rest of BetBoom to try to connect with their team. But the burst is there to find Malrine. And now Nightfall has to go to work. Double kill for him. And now Snaking running away in the cover of Moonlight. Be able to get this wisdom root, but he will end up dropping with that X. Another glimmer comes out from him.
No.
Do they guess correctly?
Don't tell me.
Into the trees he goes, and he actually gets out. My
He steals the wisdom and escapes that situation? My god, dude. He's dead. He's probably going to kill the SD as well, and he's not going to lose his first life. And then sure, your BKB is going to run out, but you're not going to die. So you have your God Strength on, ready to play the fight.
We have the lasso connection onto the SD. Skeeter trying to kill him off, but the disruption comes in. Save eventually will fall though, and now Falcons looking for blood. Miro and company on the retreat.
Good torrent slow there. Miro
still with the God Strength applied. Oh, GPK, harpoon in. No BKB there quite yet as the arrow's actually going to connect onto Skeeter. Amar gets up the arena onto 2. Oh, and a huge reveal to delete Nightfall out of nowhere. And GPK trying to get something out of this fight, but they have the burst for him as well. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't notice, Crit leading the way on the cover of smoke. Miro is going to get lassoed, brought back. Disruption is there from Save. He gets deleted by Malrine as GPK jumping in, but the BKB from Malrine will keep GPK at bay. And Nightfall stuck inside the arena, but we'll be able to wait for him. They will be able to get Mars in the end. A good start here for BetBoom. Can they get more and get the connection onto the Sven? Already at half HP, but they get pushed to the other side. And Torrent Storm going to continue on, and he's left all alone. And that is a Skeeter dead for 80 seconds. Ooh! Nightfall almost with the cancellation of the TP on Malrine. As Crit being pursued now by the Waterman. That's going to be a gem dropping if he's able to find it, but Crit, Blink, and away.
being drawn, or whatever shape you want to call this.
That is a shape, that is true. Crit also leading the way. He finds the lasso again onto Miera. The Laguna Blade, the disruption is there to try to save him, but the cleave from Skeeter. The lead save to start things out. Miera does get his spells off this time. And Nightfall stuck inside the arena. That's a lot of damage being applied as Miera drops first. So 2 dead already for BetBoom. They lose their Marana as well. And Snake King with that freezing field, keeping Nightfall away as Amar continues to apply the Scotty on top of him. GPK looks like he'll at least get Snake King, at least you would think so. The Lightning Storm finishes him off, but the big kill is Nightfall again. And now GPK surrounded, Rebuke is there, the arrow to try to help him out. Toronto Tokyo has pretty much nothing left in the tank. This is the death of GPK again.
I think it's 3 seconds. It's 3 on both ranged and melee. It's just the numbers that are different.
All right, into the pit Falcons go, and I don't think that it will be contested. The Aegis and Cheese. Freezing Field again being expended for this. The Aegis on Skeeter now. The Radius at the moment. Skeeter not gonna get active. They pop the drums. Onto the high ground they go. Brent looking for a connection. Flame Break will not hit. He already uses. Okay, Laguna Blade already applied to him. E-Blade after the fact. Just kind of play this slow as Amar comes in with a massive spear with the arena as well onto 3 heroes. And here comes Skeeter, the Superman himself. Disruption will delay things a bit as GPK on the run, but now he gets lassoed back into the fray. Laguna Blade used to delete save as GPK left all alone. Spliff is doing pretty good work. Frostbite into the final Rebuke. Down goes GPK again. Amar with his second arena into the spear, into the death of Toronto Tokyo. They only have the 1 buyback.
Well, they already used saves, so.
Skeeter hitting that tier 3 now, trying to finish the series 3-0.
Double spear.
Buyback onto GPK. Nice splitters onto 3 heroes. Do they have any follow-up though? Not yet. Looking for the X, but it's not in range. But Amar wants to come back in potentially with the plane and the lasso. Miero melts, and now the spear onto the lash. GPK is going to get disrupted as Nightfall trying to apply a little bit of pressure to Amar. Is getting quite low. Skeeter getting kited, does not have God Strength anymore. LSA hits on to only 1. As Nightfall turned into Sven temporarily, the boat's going to connect onto Skeeter. E-Blade's going to try to save him just a little bit here. He uses the Stormbolt as well to try to get away, but the waveform from Nightfall brings him to his knees. Now Falcons on the run. Disruption finds Malrine. He pops the BKB on exit. Tries to TP out. He'll be fine. They're down an ass load. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. A Gaben's ass load. He's even bigger than normal. As Roche will come out of the pit.
Very insulting.
And they will be able to steal this essentially.
Welcome to Copenhagen, Sunsfan.
This is the Aegis Cheese and Aghanim Scepter. Who do they put this on? GPK can get the Nihilism if they want. Alright, they save.
It's something.
Okay, they have the triple disruptor. Oh, Malrine is spotted, pops the BKB and the cloak to get to the high ground. The dust is there, the demonic purge attempting to TP out. He does get out just in time. They're onto the high ground. He's leading the way. They find Malrain. Pops the BKB instantly, but he's going to get broken by the demonic purge.
Okay.
And bursted down.
That's a good one.
That's
Another
playing
purge.
something. Demonic purge number 2. Attempted TP out. Not going to happen for crit. All right. BetBoom. Using for the divine approach combo that we've been seeing this tournament. Skeeter. Nero. Walking right into them. Pops the playmail and the BKB. He wants to take the fight with the instant BKB from Amar. The rebuke to follow. Arena now is there, but everybody has the golden item right now. As Lextrack kind of stuck in his own space here. As Laguna Blade number 1 takes out Miero. Now the arena comes out from Amar. He's broken for the time being, but they have the first damage. That is the death of Nightfall. And now another Laguna Blade from Malrain as the only buybacks are coming out from the side of BetBoom as GPK left all alone for the time being. Save gets brought in by Crit as GPK eventually will be right-clicked down as well. Miero still wants to fight. Malrain, triple kill applied to right now. Thornstorm comes out. Skeeter falls. He has his buyback, of course. Will he expend it? No. Malrain TP's out on the cover of BKB, snaking in the trees. Thorstaff TP. He's fine.
I mean, they're playing 10v5, right? You need to find 1 or 2 good kills to build up the fight in your favor, and you should be okay. When it becomes more, and it's the dire side in Roach. The Roach should be looking to fight.
They know what's happening. Mar on the outskirts. They get there in time. Trying to break the smoke. Crit. What do you see? Roach is down. Nightfall gets the Aegis. They still want to fight. Amar looks like he does. Gets off the Shivas. GPK is there. Gets rebuked. Arena number 1 into the spear, but no follow-up. Meanwhile, away from Nightfall. He wants to go on top of Crit, but look at the clean! Skeeter deletes Toronto Tokyo and the Aegis in 1, 2, 3 hits. And now they get the connection again. Down goes Nightfall. No buyback. That was filth incarnate for Skeeter. It's Malrain looking for some members of BetBoom on the outskirts here. GPK has to do a 180 to get that split earth off. As Miero with that blade now. Has to try to survive against Skeeter. Nice disruption is going to keep him alive for the time being. LSA is there on the sideline. Amar pops the refresher. Arena number 2. GPK is going to be completely ignored as Miero gets rebuked. And GPK TP out, but the lasso cancels it. And now he's surrounded. He does get the kill onto Crit. And the Bloodstone doing quite a bit of work actually. Force to the other side. Now Malrain, the Shield's going to slow him down to a crawl, but it looks like he will survive the LSA on the sideline. Another Laguna. A beautiful disruption will save GPK. But in the end, it's basically going to be a full team